Good morning and welcome to Ballon Park, Karingal. Big game of football in the seniors and also under-19s where we kick off proceedings this morning. Two unbeaten teams in the under-19s. Biggest tests, certainly for Langwarrin. I know that Karingal had a big test against Red Hill earlier in the year and didn't quite get over the line, but they've played their one extra game so far. The reigning premiers, they've won 4, they've lost 1. They're on top of the table. Langwarrin is second, so it's a real heavyweight battle, first against second. Langwarrin unbeaten, second on the table. We look forward to this game today in the seniors match. A vital game for Langwarrin, who are one of the pre-season premiership favourites, having recruited well and storming home to finish third after winning 2 finals, 2 cutthroat finals, one of them against Karingal. But the Bulls are the trendsetters in the senior competition in second division in the MPNFL so far in season 2019. Unbeaten after 5 games. They've played the extra game earlier in the season, and that's on the back of, a number of recruits, including Mark Holt, who's kicked 29 goals, and included in that is 2 bags of 7. My co-commentator for the under-19s, my name is Dan Lonigan. As the sun shines, we had rain, we had wind, we had everything on the way down from Williamstown for me in the western suburbs this morning, is Matt Bodie. Welcome, Plugger. Good to have you with us.
Thanks, Dan. Looking for an exciting game of football this morning. Very happy that the rain's holding off to start this match, but I wouldn't count my chickens too early. It could come back any minute, but an exciting game of football to start the day here at Karingal.
Well, it should be even. We've got 2 pretty even sides. Both teams very capable in regard to goal-kicking potency up forward. They've shared the goals around this year. Jordan Caher's kicked 15. We've seen 3 bags of 3 in consecutive weeks, which is a very good performance from Lee. He's been a handy player, obviously, for Langwarrin. And Bogue's also been in good form, kicked 7 last week and kicked 11 for the season. So they've managed to share it around. Anthony Beale's had a good start to the year. Harley Mitchum's another one, has been capable of scoring big bags of goals. So both defences are going to have their hands full.
Yeah, that's right. Great work to Adam Bogue last week, booting 7 and put himself right up the top of the leaderboard in the goal kicking as well. He'll be looking to have another strong game today, and I'd be looking out for a couple of other forwards for Karingal. When he does go forward, Anthony Beale does look dangerous around the goal. So the umpire holds up the Sharon, and we're going to be underway here at Karingal as both ruckmen fly. Langwarrin with the first clear possession. Quick kick forward, moving towards centre wing, trying to find Lachlan Dix, and that trickles out of bounds for a boundary throw-in.
Yeah, the first kick came from Charlie Meggs. It's on the outer side of Karingal. Very long ground, wide ground. We're on the social club room side. Boundary throw-in. Hand pass comes out. And then another decent hand pass forward by the Roos. They're inside 50 to the social club rooms. And just getting outstretched hands on that as it was about to go through for a goal was Callum Bowden. So the first score of the match, thanks to 7 steps to wealth. Our scoreboard sponsor for the under-19s goes the way of the Langwarrin Roos.
As Ashcad takes the kick out onto the outer side, good mark. Seth Kelly plays on immediately, looks inboard, turns it over, and Langwarrin look to capitalise on the turnover. Karingal with it. Ball wrapped up in a tackle. The umpire's going to ask for the footy. No, he's paid holding the ball. He thought he had more time. He thought he had more than enough time as Langwarrin will take the kick on the outer wing. Chipping kick forward, intending for the target of Josh Dormer. Doesn't find it, goes out on the full. Quick kick inboard, not a good one, taken over by Adam Bogue, who started off in the ruck today and has had a few touches early. A driving kick forward, no mark can be taken. Karingal looking to mop up in their defence. And they've rushed to behind for the second behind of the game for Langwarrin. Thanks to 7 steps to wealth scoreboard, Langwarrin 0-2, 2 to Karingal 0.
They bring it back into play. In fact, the umpire says you've got to go back. Is there going to be a free kick? Or is it going back again? No, it's going back to fullback.
Haven't seen that for a while. Doesn't happen in the AFL anymore.
Long time. They get on with it very, very quickly. They're allowed to get on with it. I reckon there have been times when the flag hasn't been waved and they've just let it go. So Karingal head to the outer side of the ground in the sunshine. No mark taken. Through Bogue's fingers, the big ruckman for Langwarrin today, as Matt said. Pack forming at his feet. The umpire says, give it to me, boys. I'll ball it up. It'll be thrown up. Mulvogue on the bottom of the pack there for Langwarrin. Hand pass comes out, but spilled free. Getting a hand pass forward to Saunders as they approach half forward, but in the road, Langwarrin hurry a kick close to the boundary line, taken by Josh Dormer. Very handy goal kicker. He can't pick it up cleanly either. A little bit dewy out there. Again, a good hand pass comes out from Lachlan Dix, and the kick comes inside 50, but there's no one home for the Langwarrin side, and the defence holding firm at the moment as the kick goes back towards Cad. Cad will bring it out to the broadcast side, and taking it on the bounce is Jack Richards, the left footer.
Driving kick forward from Richards. Not a good one, though. It's hit the chest of Langwarrin, and a breakaway of a tackle via Blake Holloway, and a forward entry that didn't quite find a target. Langwarrin players trying to crumb. Karingal do gather, and a good tackle. Lee Bassett tries to trap it and can't quite. As we have a holding the man free kick going the way of Karingal. Ash Cad.
He's been good so far, holding firm down in defence with his team at the moment.
Looks to switch the play, intending for a target in Josh Poll, who takes a good mark on the outer forward 50 in defence for Karingal. Good kick forward, finds a teammate in Harley Mitchum. Looking to move the ball a bit quicker now, Karingal, now that they've got possession. But a great spoil from Langwarrin's Mitch Charles, who's played a couple of senior games for Langwarrin this year so far and finds himself back in the 19s. He will strengthen that under-19s team for Langwarrin if he does stay there.
Langy, you're missing a number of key senior players. There's no Blake McCormack today. There's no Nick Tuddenham, of course, who snapped his patella tendon in the final in the win against Karingal last year. They thought it was more serious than that, although I think if you snap any part of your body is pretty serious. Something about those knee injuries which look innocuous, the ACL, which end up being more serious, Matt, as we know. It's tapped down and it's kicked forward by Langwarrin towards half forward on the outer side. It's picked up by Karingal and grabbing it is Matthew Smith. He's at half back. He gets a hand pass off now to Pole. Pole around the outer wing. Kicks towards the boundary. It's going to be a free kick for a player who stood firm trying to mark in Jacobenko, you beauty, and he takes it on the wing on the outer side. And I'll explain that in a minute for those unsure. Kicks inside 50. That's going to be a mark to Langwarrin. Hand pass comes out. Playing on quickly for a shot at goal. Just missing to the left-hand side. And that was a good effort by Leith Bassett on the fly on the run from 40 to the Social Club Rooms end of the ground. 2 behinds to nothing. As there's going to be a kick back in because it wasn't touched. And the kick back into play by Langwarrin from Holloway, the captain, doesn't find the target. Deep in the attacking zone. Picked up as he shoves off a couple of tackles is the goal kicker, Josh Dormer. Again, that kick out of bounds on the full as Karingal turns it over. Langwarrin have done most of the attacking and they kicked the first goal of the match. They're 1 straight 6. Karingal 1 behind. In fact, I reckon they're 1-2-8 to Karingal yet to score. Yes, we'll get that scoreboard right in a second on the 7 Steps to Wealth scoreboard. Now, Matt, what I was trying to say was a sad day for broadcasters. Now, a little bit before your time. But it's an iconic line in commentary and it'll be remembered forever. So if you're able to do that, you deserve to be seen as a legend, and Mike Williamson will be. Died during the week at the age of 91, remembered for a line in the second quarter of the 1970 grand final when David Mackay had it and kicked Mackay to the members' wing side. Oh, Jezelenko, you beauty. And it's probably one of the best marks we've ever seen and probably one of the best pieces of commentary we've ever seen. And the one just behind it was Stephen Quartermain in the 2005 grand final, Leo Barry U-Star. So that's what it's all about. It's Karingal have a shot at goal, finally getting it out of the middle for the first time. And Jordan Cahirthay misses to the left-hand side at the Frankston end of the ground, and their first score on the board. They're 1 behind. Now, the scoreboard's got it at 1 straight 6. I'm sure there's a couple of behinds on the board for Langwarrin at 1-2-8 inside the first 10 minutes of the opening term. And that's why, if he takes a screamer today, Jaden Jacobenko, no doubt we'll be saying, Jacobenko, you beauty.
Karingal got a quick passage of play out of the middle before, probably the best they've looked as Langwarrin have dominated most of the forward entries and put Karingal under the pump to start this quarter as Langwarrin look to commence play out of their defensive 50. Ball trickling around, plenty of pressure applied by the Karingal boys. And Zach Holton wanted to play on to try and kick a goal, but the umpire is going to bring it back into a reliable kick for the Bulls in Anthony Beale, who, with a wet footy, maybe distance being a problem.
Well, they've got a lot of guys who've kicked double-figure goals so far. Beale's got 12. Chase Jordan has kicked 11. Harley Mitchum 14 and Jordan Caher 15.
Distance not a problem. Just to the near side, registering a behind Anthony Beale. Looked to hook it late, but not a bad effort from Anthony Beale there. Is Langwarrin clearing kick out of defence, intending for the big fella Bogue, who's been pretty good early to start the game.
Lovely kick by Holloway, but Karingal keep it inside their attacking zone. They hook a kick inside 50. A snap up towards the goal square. Fisted away, nice fist came on that occasion from Coates, the defender for Langwarrin. And then a pack forming at his feet, 30 metres out from the goal. They're defending at the Frankston end. Going in hard was Mulvogue for the Kangaroos, and they hold it up in the battle between first and second. Now the scoreboard says Langwarrin 1 straight 6, Karingal 1 behind. It's 1-2-8 though, to 2 behinds on the GameFace app.
Thanks to the GameFace app, the scores are all updated even in front of the scoreboard here at Karingal.
4 came out of the pack. Snap at goal by Karingal, but the umpire had already blown the whistle. That was a goal too, but not given. So thrown up 30 metres out from the Bulls' goal. They're doing a bit more attacking now, and they're starting to keep it inside their attacking 50. Anthony Beale, the sharpshooter, had a snap, but not paid. It's tapped down again. Good play by Bogue. The big fella tries to find a path for his smaller runners at Langwarrin. It spills out the back. Left foot kick comes out on this occasion from Dix. He kicks towards the wing on the outer side. They've got numbers out there, though, Karingal. Hand pass received and driving them long is DiVincenzo. That's, on that occasion, Riley DiVincenzo. And he is able to find a target. No, he's not, because the ball goes to ground. Good tackling, but it comes out, and there's a snap at goal for Karingal. And they've missed to the left-hand side. And another behind on the board. And the player that had a snap at goal, the tall figure of Kaya Karavasilis.
Joshy Dormer quick to play on out of the defence for Langwarrin. Finds their big red-headed fella.
Bartlett.
As a clearing kick comes onto the centre wing. Quick gather by Callum Bowden. And he's thrown that one. And Josh Dormer's going to take the play again. Looking for a teammate on the wing. Takes him on. And he's caught a great tackle and second effort by Callum Bowden. That should have been holding the ball. Yeah. Lucky to get away with that one, as the ball is in dispute right in front of the GameFace commentary box at the moment, as no team can get a quick, clear handball out, and the umpire is going to ask for the footy. And that definitely should have been holding the ball. We'll try to take a player on, and no disposal, Dan.
Absolutely. Had it spilled in the tackle. And that's why I thought it should have been a free kick. Oliver Coates coming off for a rest for Langwarrin. They go back inside 50 again. Tafelskay overruns it, Karingal. They're doing all the attacking at the moment. Hand pass comes out, and receiving the hand pass is Mitchum. And then over the top, the goal is kicked. And the first goal's on the board for the Karingal team, and that came from Chase Jordan as he received it in the goal square as a virtual Joe the Goose goal. And they're 1-2-8. And Langwarrin are 1-2-8 on the 7 steps to wealth scoreboard. So they finally get a goal. Their forward pressure's been pretty good, the Bulls, the home team, in the last few minutes or so, and getting some reward for effort.
Yeah, they're taking more of their chances down forward than Langwarrin did in the first probably 5 minutes. As we do say g'day to Howie Carter, the daughter of Glenn from GameFace, also my cousin. Good to see Howie here this morning, ready for work.
Having a lovely coffee as well. Had one on the way down.
Karingal with the clearance, driving kick forward, looking for the big fella and the skipper Taplesay, and gathers well. Quick snap around the corner, not quite there, and a mark taken in the deep of defence for Langwarrin.
Yes, Tyson Gray, but he might have turned it over to Tavelskate, who's been paid the mark in the right forward pocket on the outer side. The skipper, who's kicked 6 goals this year and has led by example. he shouldn't be too far away, you would have thought. I know Karingal are a pretty settled team, a lot of experience at the moment, but they are blooding a couple of youngsters. Corey Badams, as we mentioned, one of them who started the season in the under-19s, is in the seniors today. Jai Treep's been there since the start. Tapelskay is another one you would think would be on the radar. The left footer in the right forward pocket.
He likes
kicked
it.
The goal. Beautiful shot at goal by Tapelskay. And after a slow start, the Bulls are now a goal ahead on the 7 Steps to Wealth scoreboard in GameFace's under-19 match of the day in second division. First against second, 2-2-14. The scoreboard says 1-3-9, but I reckon it's 1-2-8. I haven't seen Langwarrin score in the last few minutes or so. It's been all the Bulls. They lead by a goal, 16 minutes in the opening term.
Nothing like a captain's goal to get your team going, Dan. As Coleman Jow and Bogue go at it in the ruck. No handball cleared out until they find Tyron Thorpe, who gets a quick handball out to Benjamin Honey, who was pushed in the back. Free kick paid, but advantage play on. And Joshy Dormer has marked it on the 50, probably too far out. Has had a solid start to this game this morning. Gives it his best. Reaches the top of the square. No mark taken. And the umpire will throw it up 10 metres out from the Langwarrin goal.
Tackling good by Langwarrin as DiVincenzo got it off the pack and was claimed immediately. Tapped down by Bogue. And then he lays a tackle as he tapped it straight into the breadbasket of an opponent in Kobe Frey, playing in defence for Langwarrin, defending at the Social Club Rooms, end of the ground. No one can get a clean possession. Comes out again. Good hand pass, Frey. Last line of defence. They work it around now. And the left footer Cad's got it. He delivers beautifully with the 45-degree kick, and he finds a target in Anthony Beale. Beale's at half-back. Takes on his opponents. Gets the hand pass off. Player tackled to Jack Richards. Got the hand pass clear again. Taken by Pole, who was brought down the field. There should be a free kick. In fact, the player that was brought down was Callum Bowden, and it's taken by Karingal. They kicked a half forward, and the player coming out the back is Harley Mitchum. He loves the goal. He kicks it low and flat, and the goal square was vacant. It goes across the face and through for a behind, just as Josh Matthew was getting back for the Roos, with Karingal doing all the attacking at the moment. 2-3-15 on the 7 Steps to Wealth scoreboard, and it's the scoreboard says 1-3-9. We've got it, though, on our GameFace app. 1-2-8. In fact, Karingal are 2-4-16. So they've got an 8-point lead close to quarter time.
As Langwarrin commence play again through Jakobenko. And Jakobenko has turned it over, and a good mark from Harley Mitchum, who just had a shot on goal a second ago and nearly snagged one. But looking for a teammate in Jordan, who leads up really well.
Oh, good mark.
Takes a strong mark for a little fella.
Yes, they're medium-sized or small. A lot of those forwards have kicked a bag full of goals regularly this year. Tucked in where Tapelskay was. The right footer.
You'd be thinking, if the skipper can do it, I can do it.
Exactly. Inside 50.
Looks like he's going to go banana. No, he's gone the drop punt. And misses to the far side for a behind. Quick play on from Langwarrin.
And it might be a turnover, although almost getting it on the second. Grab coming in late. Yeah, it was Mulvogue. But the hand pass comes out and a shot at goal from 40 metres. Magnificent play by Zach Holton. Again, they got the turnover inside the attacking 50, Karingal, and they're starting to put a lot of pressure on the scoreboard against Langwarrin. And Holton kicks his team's third. 3 and 5 minutes at the 18-minute mark. They're going all right. 3-4-22. Langwarrin 1-2-8 on the 7 Steps to Wealth scoreboard in GameFace's under-19 match of the day. Dan Lonigan and Matt Bodie.
Langwarrin probably taking things a bit too quickly then. Their players weren't really set up for the kick-in. I'm all for moving the football quickly, but if your players aren't set up and you're outnumbered, you shouldn't be kicking to the bloke.
I agree with that.
But
they were awake to it, weren't they? They were set up nicely around the half-forward line.
And then made
like
it pay.
A wall.
As the ball is in dispute in the middle at the moment, trickling towards the Langwarrin forward line, and Karingal applying immense pressure, and a good balk from one of the Langwarrin players in Marcus Moss, and a clearing kick forward intending for Bogue. And a nice crumb. A very nice crumb.
Lee.
From Mitch Lee on the left. In the right spot at the right time. Snags himself a goal late in the first quarter for the under-19s here. Langwarrin versus Karingal. It brings us to our 7 steps to wealth scoreboard. 3-5-23 Karingal to 2-2-14 Langwarrin.
So 9-point lead. They needed that one, though, against the trend a bit, and that was well rowed by Mitchell Lee in the last 3 weeks. Has got 3 bags of 3. So his 10th goal of the season. Another one from both teams to reach double figures. Thrown up in the middle, Colin Majau to do the ruck work for the Karingal side, opposed to Marcus Moss. It's socket forward, making valuable meterage for Karingal inside 50. Tappelskay leads in the race, loses control of it. And Langwarrin will try and clear towards the wing, but with pace and burning his opponent off as he controlled it nicely is Jack Richards, who looks good on the left, and his pass hits a target, Seth Kelly. 60 from goal. Another player on the left. Commentary side as the clouds close in. Kick along towards the goal square. Tappelskay can't take it. Meacham, I thought, might have thrown that one out on a tackle. Ball's jarred free. Hand pass comes out to Bartlett, the redhead, and in the end, under a little bit of duress, not sure how much duress he was under, the big defender for Langwarrin, he concedes it behind. 3-6-24. Plays 2-2-14 on the 7 steps to wealth scoreboard. And the ball's in front by 10 points close to quarter time.
Langwarrin trying to move it quicker again, but they've kicked it out before the flag. And it looks like they've actually earned themselves a free kick and a 50-metre penalty. Not quite sure what that was for, but Langwarrin will take it late in the quarter, trying to get a late one to bring this game a little bit closer. And a good hit finds Chad Mulvogue, who turns and goes. Gets it into the Langwarrin forward 50, but it is gathered by Karingal. And an in-the-back free kick paid the way of Karingal through Ashcad. Goes wide to the first gamer, number 55, Scott McDonald. Looks like his first touch.
That'll give him confidence. It's a bit like getting a run, isn't it? Your first run when you're out there batting, the butterflies are still there, but they just sort of dissipate a bit, Matt.
And his option wasn't bad, goes long and direct, and Seth Kelly finds the footy, finds Mitchum all on his own. He looks inboard, and a good hit, finding Zach Saunders.
Beautiful
who was
footy.
in the right spot. A good turn and go from Seth Kelly. And, a good turn and go from Harley Mitchum, I should say, and finds a teammate 35 metres out. As that concludes the first quarter here at Karingal, we have a set shot on goal from Zach Saunders, who was best on ground last week in Mike Treep's eyes and wants to register his first goal for the game.
Adam Bowe came in very late to get on the goal line. The big ruckman for Langwarrin too, Matt.
Not a bad looking kick. And just drifts to the far side and registers a behind to close the first quarter here at Karingal versus Langwarrin in the under-19s. Karingal 3-7-25 to Langwarrin 2-2-14. Dan and I are going to go out to the huddles and have a listen to see what the coaches thought of the first quarter. We'll be back after the break.
Hello, I'm Louise Manders, owner of 1111 Fitness. We are a local group training facility in Carrum Downs. We offer group training, personal training, small group training, so 2-on-1 training. We offer very affordable memberships for all people and cater for everyone's fitness levels. And we specialise in athletic development and training, and we're looking forward to getting involved with local sporting clubs. So if you're looking for your next group training session for your football team, head down to 1111 Fitness. The reason we jumped on board as a foundation partner with GameFace is we believe we can have a huge impact on the women's football through education and teaching how to prevent injuries and staying fit and healthy throughout the season. Through our sponsorship with GameFace, we hope to interact with a lot of local football clubs, men and female, and teach them the importance of training and get a lot of people down to 1111 Fitness. To get in contact with us, you can find us on social media, so through Facebook and Instagram. Just look up 1111 Fitness. Looking forward to the upcoming footy season.
Peninsula Safety is a local family-run and operated business established in 2006 on the Mornington Peninsula. We service all types of business across all industries Australia-wide, offering personalised uniform and footwear fit-outs and personally packaging complete orders. We are a one-stop shop for all of your uniform, workwear, branding, safety and promotional items. We offer a wide range of services to all types of industries and businesses. Services include screen print and promotional product branding, and in-house embroidery and digital transfers, branding not only clothing and headwear, but bags and a variety of other promotional items for your business. We also have a wide range of safety and road traffic signage and personal protective equipment, which includes head, face and hand protection. We also stock and service businesses with consumable products such as hand towel, toilet paper, shoe covers and spray suits. We are actively involved in the local community and proudly sponsor a variety of local sporting clubs. These include Frankston Peninsula, Mornington and Murray Cricket Club, Mount Martha Golf Club and Mount Eliza Junior Football Club. Like us on Facebook and Instagram to keep up to date with new products, sales and in-store promotions. If you mention this video, you'll receive 10% off on clothing and footwear in store. Some conditions apply. We have a wide range of brands available in store. We look forward to seeing you guys soon. So our store is located in Yules Road in Mornington, open 6 days a week. Please contact us via phone or directly through our website.
Hello, I'm Louise Manders, owner of 1111 Fitness. We are a local group training facility in Karingal. We offer group training, personal training, small group training, so 2-on-1 training. We offer very affordable memberships for all people and cater for everyone's fitness levels. We specialise in athletic development and training, and we're looking forward to getting involved with local sporting clubs. So if you're looking for your next group training session for your football team, head down to 1111 Fitness. The reason we jumped on board as a foundation partner with GameFace is we believe we can have a huge impact on the women's football through education and teaching how to prevent injuries and staying fit and healthy throughout the season. Through our sponsorship with GameFace, we hope to interact with a lot of local football clubs, men and female, and teach them the importance of training and get a lot of people down to 1111 Fitness. To get in contact with us, you can find us on social media, so through Facebook and Instagram. Just look up 1111 Fitness. Looking forward to the upcoming footy season.
Peninsula Safety is a local family-run and operated business established in 2006 on the Mornington Peninsula. We service all types of business across all industries Australia-wide, offering personalised uniform and footwear fit-outs and personally packaging complete orders. We are a one-stop shop for all of your uniform, workwear, branding, safety and promotional items. We offer a wide range of services to all types of industries and businesses. Services include screen print and promotional product branding, and in-house embroidery and digital transfers, branding not only clothing and headwear, but bags and a variety of other promotional items for your business. We also have a wide range of safety and road traffic signage and personal protective equipment, which includes head, face and hand protection. We also stock and service businesses with consumable products such as hand towel, toilet paper, shoe covers and spray suits. We are actively involved in the local community and proudly sponsor a variety of local sporting clubs. These include Frankston Peninsula, Mornington and Murray Cricket Club, Mount Martha Golf Club and Mount Eliza Junior Football Club. Like us on Facebook and Instagram to keep up to date with new products, sales and in-store promotions. If you mention this video, you'll receive 10% off on clothing and footwear in store. Some conditions apply. We have a wide range of brands available in store. We look forward to seeing you guys soon. So our store is located in Yules Road in Mornington, open 6 days a week. Please contact us via phone or directly through our website.
Hey guys, my name is Rowan McGrath. I'm the co-owner and ops manager here at X Golf Mornington. We are an indoor golf and bar. So the reason why we're here today at X Golf Mornington, my brother and I were huge golf.
Good to be back at Ballon Park in Karingal, bringing you some of the action of the under-19s match on GameFace. Dan Lonigan and Matt Bodie with you. 10-point lead to Karingal. And Matt Watts was happy in the Langwarrin huddle. Matters will have a secondary ball up with the way that his team is playing, getting it out of the middle. But he thought a couple of their goals, of which they've scored 3, the ball so far, were caused by his team's turnovers. And there was also a real determination amongst the team, and leading from the front was Mitch Charles. And he was talking as well, very vocal, saying, just make sure you get your kicks right. As the ball comes out of the middle again from Langwarrin, Leith Bassett, another one of the boys, a little bit like Charles, who's got the ponytail or the man bun, like my son is just obsessed with it at the moment, Matt.
Doesn't get that from you though, does he?
No,
Dan?
he does not. I've been bald for a long time. As Langwarrin turn it over, and Seth Kelly takes the mark behind the wing with his team kicking to the social club rooms in this term.
As the ball's in dispute on the wing, I went over to the Karingal huddle, and Mike Treat wasn't too concerned. He was happy in the position they were in. Just wants them to try and use the ball a bit more cleanly. And I think the goals will come. They've inserted Taplesay into the ruck to try and get some clearances, as it's working at the moment, as Karingal get a quick kick forward. And Jordan Kerr can't gather, and Langwarrin mop up on the far wing. Off half back, good link-up play. Through Moss, and a long kick forward. Doesn't find the intended target in Benjamin Honey, and it's an out on the full, and Karingal will take the ball from the out on the full and spot up the big fella, Kaya Karavasilis, on the far wing. Pushing kick forward, didn't find a target for Karingal as Langwarrin try and mop up off half back again. A clearing kick, intending for the target of Benjamin Honey, and it does find Honey, who looks inboard, doesn't see anything he likes. Yes, he does. A running big man in Adam Bogue. The big fella tries to find a teammate in Jackson Galbraith. And a great spearing ball by Jackson Galbraith has found his teammate 30 metres out on the chest.
What is it with these boys and their man buns? I hate them.
It's a trend, Dan.
Oh, well, that's what my son wants. But, I mean, my mum goes berserk, although she's actually starting to get more comfortable with it, provided my son Alex washes his hair.
A low ball, but a good one. Great kick from Langwarrin. It looks like it was... Can't quite see who it was. But a good kick otherwise.
And the goal's kicked by Mitchell Lee, his second, and his 11th of the season. So they stay in touch.
A couple of good opportunities to rebound then. The first one didn't quite work for them, but when they tried it again, they got the kick right, and it came off for the Kangaroos as a good tap down from Bogue in the ruck. Anthony Beale evades a couple looking to get a clearance as Taplesay gets that clearance, intending for Chase Jordan. Trickles off his boot. And Zach Saunders mops up on the far wing. Tries to take on a couple, and a good tackle by the Kangaroos. And they've paid holding the ball.
Didn't get any support then, Zach, Matt. That was why, and Langwarrin are tackling brilliantly, although that turnover is orchestrated by the left footer Richards, marking it half back.
Yes, well read by Richards.
He and Cad are a bit similar. One's a left footer, one's a right footer. And he finds his teammate in Seth Kelly. But Seth Kelly turns it over at halfback for Langwarrin, defending at the Social Club rooms. As they bring it out to the commentary side. And they've got options if they can find a target. Good fist away, though. Close to the boundary. This is a good contest at ground level. And that was a magnificent destroy from behind by Josh Powell, wearing the long sleeves to ensure that Langwarrin couldn't get free. And it's a boundary thrown right in front of our commentary position. Slightly attacking side of the wing for Karingal, who at the moment lead by 4 points on the 7 Steps to Wealth scoreboard. Tap down again. Hand pass comes out, and walking into traffic was Leith Bassett of the Kangaroos. Had it stripped in the end. Taking it away is Anthony Beale of Karingal. Kicks to half forward. Mitch Bartlett, the redhead, knocks it down for Langwarrin. And his teammate at the spillage at the drop had his head taken off, and he'll take a free kick at centre half back.
No free kick paid. Looks to be a ball up then.
Jeez, I thought he almost... Well, got decapitated. And that was Blake Holloway, the skipper.
Karavasilis gets to tap down. Nice rove via Zach Holton, who has a shot on goal, not accurate enough, and goes through for a behind. Langwarrin taking a kick out in their defensive 50. Pack flies, no one can take a mark. Taplesay gets out the back.
He's been good.
And an inboard kick, dangerous one.
Little bit.
And a little bit too dangerous. Dormer gets the gather. And a nice bit of pressure from Karingal in the middle as the turnover did look like it was going to haunt them. And Langwarrin away through a handball to Tyrone Thorpe, who thumps the kick forward, intending for Mitch Lee, who's kicked a couple already this game, but didn't quite get to him. And the umpire will ask for the Sharon to throw it in deep in Langwarrin's forward 50. And Langwarrin have started similar to how they started in the first quarter. And Karingal will be going into a little bit of damage control at the moment to try and get it back on their terms like they did in the second quarter, in the first quarter, I should say.
Tapleskate knocks it down. Hand pass from Kelly, who received it. Then he gets it to Richards, who kicks down the outer side of the ground, but coming across and circumventing it with a beautiful destroy is Jake Klein of Langwarrin, just behind the wing for the Kangaroos.
If you've just joined us live on Facebook, we didn't get to cover the first quarter of the Under-19s today, but we will be covering most of the action. And if you've just joined us, Karingal 3-8-26 to Langwarrin 3-3-21 on the 7 Steps to Wealth scoreboard.
Good contest too, as a number of players mill around the contest. Ball in dispute. As again, it's shoved forward by Karingal, who are attacking at the social club room's end, just slightly into attack, but struggling to score in this quarter as they were at the early stages of the first term. Big fist, and the Karingal ruckman, Kaya Caravasalis, he's had his jumper ripped as well, might have to have it replaced. As it goes out of bounds again on that outer wing in the sunshine at the moment here at Ballon Park, Karingal.
The goal kickers so far for this morning, Josh Dormer has registered 1, Mitch Lee has kicked 2. And for Karingal, Stephen Taplesay, the skipper, slotted a nice one in the first quarter. Zach Holton took advantage of one and slotted one, and Chase Jordan got out the back earlier as well. So 3 goals, 8-26 to Langwarrin, 3-3-21. Karingal versus Langwarrin in the Under-19s. Big day of footy, a big game in the seniors later this afternoon. As we get back into the play, and Langwarrin have been in possession for the most part of this quarter, and a good tackle by Zach Holton as the umpire asks for the footy. Have a throw up in the forward 50 for Karingal.
Tyrone Thorpe built close to the ground. He couldn't extricate himself out of that tackle. Hurried kick comes out of the pack from Zach Holton. He grubs it towards half forward. Caravasalis is a big bull. He gets the hand pass out, and then the hand pass comes free again to Scott McDonald, the youngster. He finds a teammate who loves to run on the left in Jack Richards, and he lowers the eyes and he kicks brilliantly into the forward pocket underneath the scoreboard on the outer side. That was as good a kick as you're likely to see, and Mitchum's taken the mark.
Second burst of speed we've seen from Richards today. He's got wheels, doesn't he, Dan?
He's been good off halfback, and they've got 2 similar running halfback flankers, one a left footer, one a right footer.
Works well for them.
It does.
And it was a great kick inside 50 as well. Running full pelt. It's not easy to get it on the boot and be accurate, is it, Dan?
Jack Richards being the left footer, Ash Cad being the right footer. So Mitchum, one of the key goal kickers in this side. They've had multiple contributors so far in the first 5 weeks. And it just goes across the face slightly, missing to the right-hand side. First score registered for the second quarter for the Bulls on the 7 Steps to Wealth scoreboard. Great to have them as a major sponsor of our GameFace footy coverage in the MPNFL for season 2019. 3-8-26 to 3-3-21. Senior match later today. The unbeaten Karingal Bulls up against Langwarrin, 6th on the table. See you, Howie. Howie's heading off. And we'll no doubt see her a little bit later on as Langwarrin have an opportunity to try and jar the ball free, and they just shove it out of the defensive 50 despite the brute tackling applied by Karingal, who holds it up in front of the social club rooms, and it'll be thrown up with a 5-point lead to Karingal at the moment, but Langwarrin the only goal of this second quarter so far, Matt.
Caravalis and Moss up in the ruck. Langwarrin trying to gain a clear possession. The ball trickling around. It is wet and dewy out there today. No team can get a quick handball out of the pack. As a free kick's paid going the way of Moss. Bogue, I should say. Bogue looks to switch the play. Dormer and McDonald trying to track the footy. Dormer's got him for pace, I'd think. Does find a teammate in Mulvogue who sells a bit of candy and has an entering kick inside forward intending for the target Mitch Lee, who couldn't quite trap it himself. And the ball will trickle out of bounds for a boundary throw-in deep in Langwarrin's forward 50.
Nice attractive footy. Attempting to switch the play, the Roos at the moment. Doing well. Inside their attacking 50 to the Frankston end of the ground. Ball in dispute. Caravasalis with that big frame. Keeping a close eye on the situation. The ball's knocked out. Hand pass comes free again. No one can get a clean possession. Gee, I thought that should have been a free kick. Diving in. Well, Angels fear to tread. Leith Bassett into the back of his opponent for Langwarrin. And now they get the ball free. Coming off half-back is Cad. That is an outstanding kick. A low bullet. Finds Beale. Beale's in the middle. Drives his team inside 50. At the back, Taffels goes. He marked it. He has. Got it on the second grab. Gee, they released themselves beautifully under extreme duress in the back half. As we said, they've got some runners off that half-back line. Cad and Richards in particular. Beautiful bullet into the middle. Beale was on his own. Taffels go from point-blank range. Extends their advantage out to 11 points again. Kicks his second, 8th of the season, the skipper. And on the 7 steps to wealth scoreboard, it's 4-8-32 Karingal. Langwarrin 3-3-21. Good footy.
Tappelzay looking pretty dangerous one-on-one. Similar to a player that I look up to in Geordie DeGoey last night. Collingwood versus Port Adelaide. You get a paddock for Tappelzay, and it doesn't look like he's going to lose the contest, does it, Dan?
Thought of you when I checked the score. I was doing the soccer for the Victorian Football Federation last night out at Knight Stadium in Sunshine. And a different part of the world out there, but enjoyed it immensely. And thought of you when I saw the score. I thought, Matt will be on fire, or words to that effect.
Tell me, Dan, how do you go from calling soccer on a Friday night and rocking up to the football on a Saturday to call the football, mate? How do you switch so fast?
Oh, you just have to. You just have to. I mean, if you've broadcast a lot of different sports, I mean, at the Olympic Games in 2012, I did 14. I went from, at one stage, doing BMX to slalom canoeing to water polo to weightlifting, then to tennis, and then to hockey. All in the one day. I was asked to do the hockey at the last minute. I was there the day that Kate Middleton turned up. I saw her at close quarters, pretty impressed. And then we were in the stadium in Australia about to play England, and the great Sir Paul McCartney was there, and the crowd started singing, na, 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 hey Jude, and they gave him a microphone, Matt, and off he went. It was absolutely fantastic. It was one of the highlights of my broadcasting career because, as I say, I hadn't called much hockey. Both Quentin Hull and Drew Morford, the late, great Drew Morford, were ill. Or one of them might have had the day off, and they said, what do you know about hockey, Dan? I said, I know a little bit. I thought, well, I'll ring my brother in Australia. And Jenny Morris, dual Australian Olympic gold medalist, was there, and she was sensational.
It's always great to reminisce. Always great to reminisce about, your glory days, Dan.
Yes. Long time ago now, mate.
As back into the action here at Karingal versus Langwarrin. Top of the table clash, and we've got a close contest. Karingal leading the game at the moment, thanks to the GameFace record app for live scores. Couple of good players for the day so far. I thought Bogue's been good in the ruck so far, and on the other end, the big fella for Karingal is a quick kick forward, doesn't find the big sticks at all.
It came from Mulvogue. He's kicked a few goals himself this year, 7. So the margin remains at 11 points halfway through the second quarter in the under-19 match. Top of the table clash, first against second.
And if you have just joined us, Karingal are leading 4-9-33 to the Langwarrin 3-3-21. Just going to go through a quick around the grounds thanks to the GameFace record app. Karingal 4-3-27 to Seaford, 1 goal straight, 6. Devon Meadows 1 point to Tyab 6-5-41. Red Hill 5-3-35 to Rye 0-1-1. And they're the only scores that are updated in the GameFace record up at the moment. So hoping to get the scores from Hastings and Chelsea and Pearcedale and Somerville in the next around the grounds.
Did you know in the under-19's first division ladder, Matt, I talked last week about Red Hill having nearly, on the footy show, having almost a percentage of 500 in the seniors, 3 wins and 1 loss. Mount Eliza, 3 wins in the under-19s in first division. Their percentage is 980.65.
It's actually Mount Eliza's first away game today.
Is it?
They had obviously no 19s against Sorrento.
Yep.
And played all their other games at home. And they head to Dramana for their first away game, Shane Foss says. Looking to register their first away win for the year, which you'd think they'd get over Dramana, wouldn't you, Dan?
Yeah, the long trip down to Dramana. Here's an opportunity. Mulgrovers was tapped down to him. He had it smothered. He had another crack at it as it rebounded to him. The little nippy forward pocket come Rover. He misses to the left-hand side, and the 4th behind on the board for Langwarrin on the 7 steps to wealth scoreboard. 4-9-33, or the 5th behind 3-5-23. 10-point lead for Karingal as the scoring has certainly stopped as Karingal kicked to the outer side.
Clearing kick out of defence for Karingal, finds Richards, and there's going to be a free kick paid the way of Karingal still, so it stays with Harley Mitchum now. And an inboard kick. Nice body work from Jordan Kerr. And the ball spills through to Taplesay, who, a nice boot, finds Joseph Beale, who wills and goes. Looks to take on. Quick handball inside to Saunders. Has enough room to have a shot on goal. Doesn't make the most of it. Blazed away a little bit there. You don't mind it when it goes through the big six, but he did have a player one-on-one in the goal square, and he did register a behind. Probably a little bit wasteful there from the K's. They did look like they were going to score maximum then, but the kick in for Langwarrin finds their big fella. Bartlett, the big redhead. Probably the tallest player on the ground, and unfortunately doesn't use it to his advantage for his team, and finds the other redhead and the other big fella in Taplesay, who's had a decent game today. Looks in board, finds Joseph Beale again. And a nice kick forward. Showick was run under the football, and another nice mark by the big fella in Bartlett. Bartlett goes across goal. Langwarrin trying to get a bit of space to move the football at the moment, and we have a turnover through Holton as Karingal go forward.
Yes, Holton's kick inside 50. Bartlett punches away again, last line of defence. Hand pass comes out, and it'll be cleared, and Mulgrove involved. A couple of players also getting hands in there. One of them was Gray, and also the other one was Charles as they bring it around the outer wing. And the mark taken by Moss. He handballs back to Mulgrove, but kept running. For Langwarrin, kicks deep to half forward. Bounce not favourable. Socket forward again by Langy's Mitchell Lee. Has kicked a couple of goals, but they've got numbers at the back, and they'll clear out of defence now, Karingal. They find some run and dash, which has certainly worked for them and hurt Langwarrin. Martinot taken by the Kangaroos, attacking side of the wing. Caravasalis takes on a couple of opponents. He moves a bit like the Queen Mary as his hand pass doesn't find a target. And then a teammate is accosted to the ground in Zach Holton. And he goes nowhere in a hurry as he got held up, and a very good tackle placed on him by Josh Dormer.
Almost a couple of high tackles there. Langwarrin lucky to get away with it, but umpire's call as Langwarrin are trying to push forward. And a quick whistle from the umpire asking for the footy. Another ball up on centre wing, broadcast side of the GameFace broadcast van here today at Karingal. Caravasalis and Moscow up in the ruck. Socket forward via Dormer. No one next of chain for Langwarrin as Karingal get a quick kick forward. And the ball's going end to end like nothing at the moment. And Joseph Beale, a nice spin out of the tackle. Farms a handball out, and it's picked up by a Langwarrin player through Matthew. And Matthew goes forward looking for their money man Mitch Lee, who's kicked a couple already this week, today, I should say. They always look for Mitch Lee. That's why I called him the money man, because they're always looking for him, Dan.
Yeah, and Ben Honey then lost control of it, and now the runner, Francis, loves to dash. Has a bounce around the other side. He pops a little kick towards the wing, but had a turnover. Had too much height on it. And Langwarrin again will switch into the middle of the ground. And the mark taken by Thorpe. Plays on quickly now for the Kangaroos. Kicks inside 52 on one. And the two Karingal players were just ball watching and allowing Josh Dormer to chip in and take the mark.
A contested mark for the little fella.
Well, he did very well. I mean, you had Seth Kelly there. And it was poor play in the end by the Karingal team to allow Dormer to attack the footy and take the mark. Slightly left of centre half forward to the Frankston end of the ground to keep his team well and truly in this contest, as the scoreboard's gone blank, but we've certainly got the score on the GameFace app, as we'll update the other under-19 scores as well. 40 metres out. Dormer's kick is a goal straight through the middle. 2-1 this quarter on the 7 steps to wealth scoreboard, and that'll certainly help the cause of Langwarrin, who are now 4-3-27. Karingal's inaccuracy plaguing them, 4-10-34. And we have played 16 minutes in the second quarter.
Dormer definitely knows where the goals are. Booted 13 a couple of weeks ago. Has played a few senior games for Langwarrin, so he's probably trying to make his case to get back into that side, as we do hear the halftime siren here at Karingal.
Very handy goal right on the halftime siren.
Very handy. Some confidence for Langwarrin to go into the break. Only a goal down, Dan.
Yeah, look, I think they've been pretty good. They've used the corridor when they can. They've kept the ball inside attacking 50 when they can. Certainly, if you look at Karingal, they've been wasteful when going forward. to me, they've got a bit more space inside their forward line. They just haven't taken the most of their opportunities, the Bulls, so far. If they can get Tapelskay free, and their other forwards have not really had the opportunities that they've had in other matches. This will be, well, the second toughest test for Karingal this year. We know Red Hill beat them earlier in the year, and Langwarrin have said that their team manager came and saw us before the match and said, we really haven't had a hard test yet. This is it today, and they're standing up. So it's 4-9-33 Karingal, 4-3-27 Langwarrin. That's the score at halftime on the 7 Steps to Wealth scoreboard. We'll take a break, and we'll come back with the second half shortly on GameFace's Match of the Day. Get your GameFace on.
Hello, I'm Louise Manders, owner of 1111 Fitness. We are a local group training facility in Karingal. We offer group training, personal training, small group training, so 2-on-1 training. We offer very affordable memberships for all people and cater for everyone's fitness levels. And we specialise in athletic development and training, and we're looking forward to getting involved with local sporting clubs. So if you're looking for your next group training session for your football team, head down to 1111 Fitness. The reason we jumped on board as a foundation partner with GameFace is we believe we can have a huge impact on the women's football through education and teaching how to prevent injuries and staying fit and healthy throughout the season. Through our sponsorship with GameFace, we hope to interact with a lot of local football clubs, men and female, and teach them the importance of training and get a lot of people down to 1111 Fitness. To get in contact with us, you can find us on social media, so through Facebook and Instagram. Just look up 1111 Fitness. Looking forward to the upcoming footy season.
Peninsula Safety is a local family-run and operated business established in 2006 on the Mornington Peninsula. We service all types of business across all industries Australia-wide, offering personalised uniform and footwear fit-outs and personally packaging complete orders. We are a one-stop shop for all of your uniform, workwear, branding, safety and promotional items. We offer a wide range of services to all types of industries and businesses. Services include screen print and promotional product branding, and in-house embroidery and digital transfers. Branding not only clothing and headwear, but bags and a variety of other promotional items for your business. We also have a wide range of safety and road traffic signage and personal protective equipment, which includes head, face and hand protection. We also stock and service businesses with consumable products such as hand towel, toilet paper, shoe covers and spray suits. We are actively involved in the local community and proudly sponsor a variety of local sporting clubs. These include Frankston Peninsula, Mornington and Moorooduck Cricket Club, Mount Martha Golf Club and Mount Eliza Junior Football Club. Like us on Facebook and Instagram to keep up to date with new products, sales and in-store promotions. If you mention this video, you'll receive 10% off on clothing and footwear in store. Some conditions apply. We have a wide range of brands available in store. We look forward to seeing you guys soon. So our store is located in Yules Road in Mornington, open 6 days a week. Please contact us via phone or directly through our website.
Hey guys, my name is Rowan McGrath. I'm the co-owner and ops manager here at X Golf Mornington. We are an indoor golf and bar. So the reason why we're here today at X Golf Mornington, my brother and I were huge golf advocates. We used to play quite a lot of these in the city, and we realised there definitely is a spot available for an X Golf venue down the peninsula. We're located in Shop 1, 177 Mornington Tyre Road, Mornington. So we've been here for about 18 months now. We do local rounds of golf here, up to 6 blokes playing on one screen at a time. We do memberships from midweek and to full 7-day memberships. As well, we do host parties like kids, bucks dues, even hens dues. Most importantly, we do our X-Leg nights where you get 3 blokes or 3 mates, handicap-based gross play on a Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday evenings. So what makes us unique is we're the only indoor golf and bar facility on the peninsula. We are half the time it takes for outdoor rounds to finish, and it's also a great place to have a drink, a food with a few of your mates. Due to my involvement at Type as a player, I'm proud to be a sponsor for the 2019 season and look forward for the boys finishing off the season strong. For your next get together with your mates, come down, book a screen. X Golf Mornington would love to have you.
Hey guys, Plugger from GameFace here. GameFace is really excited to introduce our new official apparel partner for 2019 and 2020, Swiv's Locker. We're here today to speak to Swiv, the man himself, about the partnership.
Great to be on board with GameFace and I look forward to working with everybody soon.
Swiv, really excited about the partnership for the next 2 years. What can GameFace look forward to wearing within your apparel in the next couple of years?
Yeah, Plugger, we've got a whole range of winter warmers, jackets, hoodies, polo shirts, puffer vests, long sleeve tees, the whole works.
For the 2019 winter, what can some of the clubs look to get their hands on through Swiv Locker?
Looking at some training tights, compression leggings, reversible football jumpers, long sleeve and short sleeve.
What's the turnaround time for clients and clubs when they order through Swiv's Locker?
Yeah, generally about 4 weeks from production to delivery.
Well, there you have it, guys. Swiv's Locker is the official apparel partner of GameFace for the 2019 and 2020 season. Be sure to see us all wearing our Swiv's Locker apparel in the AFL Outer East League, in the Southern Football Netball League, and don't forget the NPNFL.
Get your GameFace on.
Welcome back to Ballon Park. Karingal, half-time of the under-19s. 4:10:34 the Bulls. 4:4:28 is Langwarrin. A goal difference. Went into the Karingal huddle at half-time. Mike Treat, their experienced coach, coached them to a premiership last year, beating the unbeaten Red Hill in the grand final. An outstanding performance. He described Langwarrin, quote-unquote, as an old-fashioned footy side who just bomb it in long inside 50. And he said, we've certainly got the numbers there, but he said some of our decision-making and kicking from half-back has let us down a little bit. And our finishing off, obviously, when you've kicked 4 goals, 10 so far, of which 7 came in the opening term. He said, and he's still trying to work out how they got it inside 50 8 times, Langwarrin that is, of which they scored twice. He said they need to tidy that up a little bit. But it's been a good half of football between 2 of the top teams in the competition. Even though it's early days, it's only round 5, although, of course, Karingal played that early match. They'll get a bye later in the season, about the halfway mark against Devon Meadows. They've played 5 and they've won 4 and lost 1. And they sit on top of the table. Langwarrin second at the moment in a very even under-19 competition in second division. We'll talk more about that in the under-19 show a little bit later. Matt, we swapped huddles. I went into Langwarrin in the first quarter and you went into Karingal and vice versa in the second term. What did Matt Watts have to say?
Yeah, it was good to get out to the Langwarrin huddle at half-time. Matt Watts is a little bit old school. He wouldn't say he was giving them a spray or anything, but he was up and about. The voice was raised, but he was happy with how everything was going. He just asked the question, that's two quarters of good footy. Is that all we've got? And pretty much every bloke in the team said no way. So these guys want to put together a 4-quarter performance to put them in the best position to win this game of football.
It'll be a good result for them. So third quarter underway on GameFace. Thanks to 7 Steps to Wealth, our sponsor in this match today. And straight away they get it out of the middle. A little hand pass comes from Leith Bassett, driven by the Roos towards the attacking side of the centre square. Not able to take the mark is Ben Honey, yet another young player with long hair. These boys don't like the barbers, do they? It's shoved out by Tyrone Thorne. I say that, Matt, because I haven't got any hair and I'm jealous. Ball's at half forward. Shoved forward again by Langwarrin, but there'll be a free kick in defence just near the scoreboard for the Red and Whites in the Bulls.
Maybe it's too expensive to get a haircut these days, Dan.
Well, it's 20-odd, even just to get a shave for me.
20-odd?
20-odd, tackle skate. And he finds the right-footing running defender in Cad, and this is a left-footer who's got the ball now. Jack Richards, just behind the wing in front of our commentary position.
Cad and Richards do like to link up together as Karingal go forward through Richards' kick, and a free kick's going to be paid, and in the back going the way of Langwarrin through Mitch Charles, who will get a good kick inboard to resume play for the Kangaroos. Tyrone Thorpe, a high ball, intending for the big fella Bogue, and a decent jump at it, almost takes the mark. And Holton with the takeaway and a quick kick looking for Coleman Jow. And nearly a mark from Jow and a good follow-up and second effort. Scoop out, and they're going to call it a throw.
Oh, that's unlucky. The idea was there. He's
used to throwing it, but he probably got a bit unlucky then. And the reason I say he's used to throwing it is because he's got a basketball background, and they tend to be a little bit more crafty, the basketballers. And he tried his best there, but we have play resuming for Langwarrin and Karingal as an inboard kick for Langwarrin.
That was clever play as Richards received a little kick off the ground by Riley DiVincenzo. Kick inside 50. Hand pass was run down. Bartlett got a hand in there. Turnover by Langwarrin at half back at the Frankston end as a player who had it originally in Chase Jordan, who's kicked 1 goal so far this year and 12 for the season. Worked hard to try and keep it inside the attacking 50 for the Bulls, who lead by 7 points. Coleman Zhao knocks it down. They've got the numbers at the back. And a quick kick comes from Mitch Charles. He was upended as he received the hand pass from Blake Holloway, the captain, playing at half-back for the Kangaroos. And boundary throw-in. Just behind the wing for the Roos, who are attacking to the social club rooms. It's a very short boundary throw-in, trying to burst his way through. Charles again, couldn't take it with him. Holloway in a tackle. Moss as well. Number of big bodies there for the Roos. Ball's at half-back. Player was almost brought down. Seth Kelly as he wore one. For Karingal, he knocks it out. Again, using the body and going in on hands and knees to Fossigat. A hand pass is Charles for the Kangaroos. And they bring it around the commentary side of the ground. And the kick came, but it didn't find a target.
Strong
from
mark.
Ben Honey. And again, Tapple's gaze there to save the day. He's been superb just behind the wing for the Bulls.
Taplezay intends for the target of Saunders. Couldn't quite find the target. Langwarrin trying to clear out of defence and on the centre wing. Mitch Charles gets a breakaway and not a great kick.
Oh.
Lands right in the lap of Stephen Taplezay again, who didn't necessarily read it well. He was just in the right spot.
He's playing a kick behind the play at the moment, I think, with his team up by 6 points. Seems to be the case at the moment, Matt.
And kicks it into the man on the mark, Taplezay, but gathers his own footy. Handball to Holton. Holton tries to evade a tackle and probably had the footy for long enough, and the umpire's finally called holding the ball, and a quick play on from Adam Bogue, trying to get a clearing kick forward, trying to move it quickly as they have all day, but it has worked against them in some spots as Karingal do maintain possession through Ashcad in defence. Quick kick forward, finding the big fella Calavasilis, and a silly off the ball.
Yeah,
laid
free
off
kick
the
down
ball,
the ground
free
even
kick.
before Caravasilis had taken the mark, Matt.
As Caravasilis drives the kick forward, intending for a target in Jowl, and gets pushed under it a little bit as the backman in Lee Bassett looks to gather, and Langwarrin shopping the ball around the back line. A quick kick out finds Dormer, who's all on his own, takes the play on. Quick handball out, wasn't a good one. Didn't quite find the intended target of Jakobenko, but Langwarrin do mop up the football and are continuing to push forward. No player could trap the trickling ball across the ground at the moment. And the ball can't get out of the pack. And we have a ball up on the far wing here at Karingal on the opposite side to the GameFace commentary box as the umpire balls it up.
Too many hands there on the wing on the outer side. Didn't quite find targets from the Langwarrin team. Big pack forming on that wing. It's knocked out again. They're just inside their attacking 50. And they emerge with it now, the Kangaroos. And that was Werner. Werner's kick, a bouncing ball. Inside 50. Should be a goal. No, missing to the left-hand side as it came out the back. And not able to finish it for Langwarrin was Lachlan Dix. And a behind, the first score of the third term on the board for the Kangaroos on the 7 Steps to Wealth scoreboard, 4-5-29. And Karingal a 4-10-34. He probably should have made more of that, Dix, on that occasion.
Ash had a kick out from the behind, always trying to pinpoint, which isn't always a bad thing. But when you're not accurate, it does create a turnover. But Karingal get away with it through Riley DiVincenzo. Finds a teammate in the new player McDonald, who gets a kick forward. Caravasilis gathers. And Seth Kelly breaks away in the middle and a driving kick forward and lands right in the lap of Coleman Jow in the right spot at the right time. Good positioning and wants to pass it off. No, he's going to go back and have a shot, and so he should. 30 metres out, directly in front. Shouldn't be too much of a test for Coleman to get this one through the big sticks, I wouldn't think, as he quickly...
That's reading the drop of the ball nicely,
wants to get through it. And hits the woodwork.
Yes, their first score of the third term. The Bulls, 4-11-35. Langwarrin, 4-5-29. Good tight contest, as it should be, between the top two sides, as we're broadcasting some of this under-19 match. For GameFace, 7 Steps to Wealth, our major sponsor for this game, is back into play. Langwarrin favour the outer side. Not able to take the mark, but trying was Bogue, but he recovers at ground level, then loses it. And then a shot at goal. The attempted banana goes out of bounds on the full for the Karingal side as it was taken off the pack by Matthew Smith as Bo couldn't control the mark. And it'll be kicked back into play by Bartlett in the last line of defence for Langwarrin.
15 scoring shots to 8, going the way of Karingal. They've been a little bit wasteful. We're back to you, Dan.
So big kick to the wing. Kolomanjau gets up a little bit too early. Hand pass comes out from Caravasalis. High kick by the Bulls inside 50. Bartlett's been good in defence. Fists it down again. And waiting at the drop is Leith Bassett, but he overruns it. And boundary throw in to occur inside attacking 50 for the Bulls at the Frankston end. No goal so far for either team in this third term, which is a goal lead at the moment on the 7 steps towards the scoreboard for the Bulls. 34 plays 28. Boundary throw in. Tapped down by Caravasalis. Trying to push it forward is Matt Smith again. And he had a couple of opponents around him wearing blue and white to ensure that he couldn't get a clean possession. And out of bounds inside attacking 50 once more for the Bulls. 45 metres out from the goal, they're attacking at the Frankston end.
It's been a little bit scrappy to start the second half, but it is in Karingal's forward 50 at the moment, which it has been for probably the last 5 minutes. As it looks like the umpire's paid a free kick high, and a quick play on through Zach Holton has found Seth Kelly, who is about 35 to 40 metres out, I think. Usually a decent kick of the footy. Younger brother of Jake Kelly, who had an amazing junior career for Karingal and the Frankston Rovers. Seth Kelly came across under Mike Troop, and Seth's played on, and Zach Saunders all on his own. And a bit of a switch off for Langwarrin's defence then, and Zach Saunders plonked himself right in the hole, and Seth Kelly unselfishly finds Zach 20 metres out, directly in front.
You should never automatically think that an opponent's going to have a shot at goal. And I think that was the issue on that occasion. That's why they were loose inside 50.
Good presence of mind for Saunders to put himself in the right spot and didn't actually make the most of that one, Dan. He pulled it to the right of the sticks, and Langwarrin have an opportunity and get out of jail free there, I think, Dan, to have a rebound 50, hopefully, to get things back on their terms.
And learn from the mistake that you never switch off. Inside your defensive 50 when a player's having a shot at goal, which was a gettable shot. And then when an opponent takes a mark free, they can breathe a sigh of relief and think, well, we didn't pay the ultimate price then. Lead back to 7 points though. No goal kicked by either team in this third term on the 7 steps towards the scoreboard. Holloway low and flat, almost a mark to Richards at the back. Good roving by Honey, but he was brought down at a tackle, trying to knock it out and keep it alive as Leith Bassett. Been outnumbered a little bit in the contest at ground level at the moment, the Roos. That's why Karingal are able to lock it inside their attacking 50 on the commentary side of the ground at the Frankston end, 45 metres out from goal. They hold a 7-point lead, back into play. Kolomanjau knocks it down. Hurried boot the ball by Richards, who's been good for Karingal inside 50. Cleared out of defence, but Dix's kick is smothered. Still inside, attacking 50. A little kick comes back again from Karingal through Zach Saunders. He rolled it inside 50, but coming the other way. Good play by Mulvo.
Great
kicks the half
kick
forward. Here's a chance now. A couple of opponents, if he can get around them, and he does in Matthew. It's an open goal. Although it comes out wide now. Is there going to be a free kick to Lachlan Dix? He may go into the open goal. Now it's coming back. Why would you bring it back when there's a clear advantage to Lachlan Dix? That was excellent play. Had no one else around him to get the free kick. Josh Matthew gets the hand pass off, but it's turned over again, and there was no advantage at all, and it should have been to Langwarrin as the turnover came, unfortunately, from the boot of Mitchell Charles, and the mark was dropped by Van Sharwick, but he has a teammate there for Karingal in Beale, who gets the hand pass out, but puts his teammate right under the pump, and a turnover matters. Langwarrin pick up the spillage through Charlie Meggs, and he kicks it inside 50.
Langwarrins have their tail up, but can't get a good kick inside 50, and it's mopped up by Karingal and a quick kick out. Plenty of pressure applied in that previous passage of play, and they probably should have had an advantage play on. There was one of the best rebound 50 kicks we'd seen for the day. Created a nice piece of play for the Kangaroos, but...
why wouldn't they allow Dix? I thought the advantage was there. I thought the player who beat two opponents, as we talked about, and Josh Matthey, here on the wing, it was brought down after he kicked it. Should have been an advantage.
Have a takeaway into their forward 50 that can't find a target, and it will spill out of bounds for a boundary throw-in. Back down the end that most of the play has been spent in to start the second half in the forward 50 for Karingal that had been a little bit wasteful in front of goal, Dan.
Yeah, 4-11-35 to 4-10 to 4-4-28. Margin 7 points. Boundary throw-in on the outer side. Karingal into attack. Then Sharwick doing the ruck work. Tap down, but rove by Klein. Hurried boot to ball for Langwarrin. Into the middle of the ground. Clean bowls a number of players. Big Caravacelis goes without it. Tackle laid by Honey. Shoving it forward. Oh, gee, that was a throw on the up. It was a good attempt by Karingal as they had players running free on the outside. Thorpe will be the recipient of the free kick at half-back, just outside defensive 50 for Langwarrin. 60 from the goal they're defending at the Frankston end. Thorpe been pretty handy for them today at half-back, looking for options. He goes wide. He doesn't find the target. Mulgrove, who picks it up, millimetres inside the boundary, takes on Smith, plays the ball in front, gets around another opponent, puts the afterburners on and kicks towards half forward.
Great mark.
Good mark taken by Dix. He gets the hand pass out inside 50, but he got tagged, so he lost control of it. Picked up again. A handball comes out. Under pressure, Honey, who received that hand pass, but he may have caught one high. And he got the hand pass out. Good turn of speed shown by Jakobenko, you beauty.
As the rain has started to pour down here again at Karingal, and Mitch Charles, a clearing kick inside 50. No mark taken as the ball will start to become dewy and wet again, and probably not too much scoring left in this quarter as the rain does trickle down pretty hard, and it is in Langwarrin's forward 50 as the umpire throws the Sharon in, and a free kick paid going the way of Karingal for a hold. And looks to be Tappelzay deep in the defensive 50. Clearing kick forward, intending for a target. No mark taken. No, we've got a blocking free kick paid, going the way of Langwarrin.
Karingal, I think.
No, it's going the way of Karingal and
Matt Smith.
And there was a kick forward, and I think it's going to be 50 metres. No, they're going to bring it back. They were lucky to get away with not giving away 50 then, Langwarrin, as I thought the free kick was paid to them. But it's going the way of Karingal. On the far wing, not too much score in this third quarter for the under-19s. The clearing kick forward intended for Mitchum. He can't quite hold on to it. We're going to have another boundary throw-in. Centre wing on the outer wing here at Karingal.
So 4-11-35. Scoreboard says 4-10-34, but the GameFace app, by my reckoning, is 4-11-35 to 4-4-28 on the 7 steps to wealth scoreboard. Tap down again, close to the boundary. Smith has been good this quarter. Picks it up. Swings a kick towards half forward for Karingal. Attacking it hard, but not taking the footy with him. And that was unfortunate for Karingal as Langwarrin tried to clear it, but they were unable to as well. And again, Langwarrin's defence holding firm. Attacking the footy is Big Bogue. Bartlett's there as well. Right on the edge of the centre square. The umpire says, give it to me, boys. And doing the attacking for the Karingal side and doing a pretty good job, but he just couldn't quite get free was Jordan because it was a little bit slippery, a bit fumbly for him. Waiting outside is Jack Richards. Number of players milling around, including the short-statured Cad. And he's unable to get control of the football. Yep, Langwarrin get a free kick at half-back as they hold firm, trailing by 7 points at the 15-minute mark of the third term.
Bogue, a thumping kick forward. Mark couldn't be taken by Jakobenko. And a turnover. Poor kick from Langwarrin and good mark by Riley DiVincenzo on the defensive 50 for Karingal. A shocking kick inboard. I was always taught as a junior, don't kick across goal, especially if there's no teammate there. And there wasn't one, and it was a poor kick as Langwarrin try and gather at their forward 50. Can't quite get a handball out. It is pouring rain now here at Karingal. It's not too heavy, but enough to let the skills drop that extra probably 10 to 20% as Karingal get a quick kick forward. And no mark taken. Charles looked to be pushed in the back, but no free kick paid. As Langwarrin starting to gain more possession now that the rain has started to fall. Looks like they're bit better in the wet than Karingal in this quarter, Dan.
Well, they've got the big bodies, haven't they? Jakobenko's had a bit of the footy in the third quarter after a quiet first half. So far, we've just seen it behind each to both teams into the second half of the third term. Kicked by Langwarrin from the contest, but getting back and taking a very good mark, circumventing a forward move as Riley DiVincenzo. He does switch, but he finds a reliable Tappleskate centre half back, the most defensive player on the field at the Social Club Room's end of the ground. Here at Ballam Reserve, he chips towards the middle of the ground. Two players, they mark up each other for Karingal in Josh Pole and Zach Holton. Pole came across the path of Holton when Holton should have marked it, even though it's a bit wet. Honey spins out of a tackle for Langwarrin, but he might turn it over attacking side of the wing. Comes down to Smith. He gets brought down at a tackle and it's holding the ball.
Great tackle.
Yep, he's having an outstanding quarter at the moment in Jakobenko, and he gets the free kick in the centre for Langwarrin to trail by 7 points.
Thumping kick forward, intending for Mitch Lee, who's kicked a couple to start the day, but he can't quite get his hands to the footy, and a spoil from Karingal. Lands the footy deep in the pocket. In the defensive 50 for Karingal and forward 50 of Langwarrin. Another boundary throw in. As Langwarrin would like to capitalise late in this quarter to put themselves only a couple of points behind at the break. And they have been better in the wet as Langwarrin try and track the footy in their forward 50. Chad Mulvo can't quite get a kick out. And the ball is pinging around on that forward 50. Pretty much forward 50 out of wing at the moment, and no team can get a clear handball out. And a free kick's being paid, going the way of Karingal, holding the man going the way of Zach Holton. And a 50-metre penalty. I'm not sure what that was for, but I'm guessing it was for Langwarrin players not being too happy with that decision, as undisciplined from the Kangaroos. But Holton resumes play with a kick going forward, intending for the target of Van Shelwick, who couldn't quite get there, and a nice intercept mark by Josh Dormer, and he signals to slow it down a little bit. He wants to slow it down a little bit, and on to you, Dan.
He goes back now to Bartlett, who's been very solid. He's almost played as a loose man of defence like Tappleskate has for Karingal, hence the low scoring, 2 points to 1. Evelchenko knocks it down. Did pretty well, but it's fisted back. And the left foot shot by Cad, as Jakobenko did pretty well on that occasion. He's been good on that outer wing, giving them height and a big body too for Langwarrin. Boundary throw in, deep into attack for Karingal. 4-12-36 to 4-4-28 on the 7 steps towards the scoreboard. They've added 2 behinds, the Bulls, and 1 behind so far to Langwarrin. Both teams breaking down across half forward in difficult conditions as the rain has played a big part in this third term. Back into play. And it comes from Blake Holloway, who heads to the outer side of the ground. And they've got numbers. Honey takes the ball off the pack and drives to the wing, but Tapplescove's in the road again, as he has been, playing loose man in defence. So a goalless quarter for both teams. A very tight last quarter coming up in the battle between first and second in the under-19s. 4-12-36 Karingal, Langwarrin 4-4-28. That's it for our coverage of the under-19s. Plenty more football to come, including, of course, the senior match first against sixth. Karingal on top of the table playing the 6th place Langwarrin, who urgently need a win. And don't forget, you can get all the scores on the GameFace app right throughout the day.
Starting with the scores today here at Karingal, 3-quarter time for the under-19s. Karingal and Langwarrin have had a tight contest. It's just started to pour a bit of rain, and it is 3-quarter time. Karingal 4-12-36 to Langwarrin 4-4-28. In other under-19s games around the grounds, Crib Point leading Seaford 8-7-55 to 1 goal straight 6. Devon Meadows 1 goal 2-8 to Tyab 7-9-51. Rye 0 goals 2-2 to Red Hill 9-18-72, and they're the only scores updated in the app for Division 2 at the moment. So Pearsdale and Chelsea, please get onto that for us. And in Division 1, we have Mornington 3-9-27 to Bomb Beach 6-4-40. Mount Eliza 15-10-100 to 2 goals straight, Dramana 12. Langwarrin 5-9-39, Frankston Bombers 0 goals, 6 behind 6, and Frankston YCW 16-14, 110, Rosebud 0-1-1. We're going to be back at 2 o'clock for the calling of the seniors, a big game here at Karingal, Langwarrin and Karingal, and we can't wait to join you guys later in the day. Get your game face on.
Absolutely.